Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys making some time out of your schedule to watch the video today. Always very grateful for that. And guys, today I'm going to talk about a subscriber comment that I got a couple weeks ago that brought up a very interesting point in regards to how forward-facing sonar is harming fishing tackle sales from the fishing tackle manufacturers and will continue to do so. And he made some really good points in this comment, so we're going to discuss that today. And also, I would like to get your guys' feedback on this, what you guys think about it after we get done with the video here. And also, guys, just wanted to give everybody a big thank you to everybody that's been subscribing to the channel here the last couple of weeks. We've had some really good channel growth, and much appreciated you guys hitting that subscribe button. And also, thank you very much to everybody out there that's been doing their part and helping support the channel by using my Tackle Warehouse links and my Solar Bat links in the description of the videos. I'm very grateful for that, so thanks a lot, much appreciated. Okay guys, the comment I got on there, he made one of my subscribers made an interesting point, and it's true. I mean, I've thought about it a little bit, but I didn't realize the impact of it. He was talking about how as more people become spotlighters and as forward-facing sonar continues to be normalized, as tournament organizations will just not put their foot down, and anglers, tournament anglers especially, are forced to navigate within forward-facing sonar techniques, that fishing tackle sales amongst traditional bass fishing lures are just starting to go downhill and probably will continue to do so as forward-facing sonar, or until forward-facing sonar has some limitations on it. Because, you know, right now there's a limited lure category that actually is, you know, fairly productive with forward-facing sonar, the way those fish are positioned out there. And right now, you know, your small swim baits, some jerkbait fishing, weenie worming around, all the little finessey stuff out there is the primary, you know, techniques that people use for forward-facing sonar fishing, depending upon the body of water that they're on. And what's really messed up, guys, on this is that tackle manufacturers are seeing the writing on the wall, and they're starting to design specific lures for spotlighting bass. And what they're doing is they're trying to create these lures that show up better on forward-facing sonar so the angler can track the lure along with the fish. If that's not effed up, I don't know what it is. So we have lowered ourselves as a bass fishing community to designing lures that show up on a video screen as the primary interest in designing a lure out there. That there is so many fundamental things that are just messed up about that, if that's how we've resorted to our fishing tackle now. So there's always, now don't get me wrong, because there's always going to be a segment of the population like myself that I don't care what happens, I'm not going to fish like that. So there's always going to be a segment of the population that fish the traditional baits like jigs and spinner baits and crank baits and square bills and chatter baits and that type of stuff. But as it's obvious, there's no limitations on the horizon or in the foreseeable future they're going to put any limitations on this forward-facing sonar. And the fact that the electronic companies are balls to the wall moving forward in R&D to advance it even further, that's going to further create more and more people that are using this type of messed up technology to exploit our fisheries. And as a result, the tackle manufacturers are going to suffer from it. And is that what we want? Do we want a bunch of tackle manufacturers out there just building nothing but spotlighting, lures out there that they can show up better on their forward-facing sonar? Like I said, if you don't find that offensive and disrespectful to the fish and goes against everything against fair chase as far as being a sportsman, then you probably should have to reevaluate the whole topic on there. But anyway, guys, if I was a bait manufacturer, I would have some serious concerns right now. Looking forward to the future, I would have some serious concerns about trying to, have some type of lobbying efforts to limit forward-facing sonar, because in the big picture and the long picture, the entire tackle industry is going to suffer from this, because most of the forward-facing sonar techniques, unless you're fishing like a jerkbait or something, are done with spinning rods. So it automatically does not require as much rod and reel variations. It's like traditional bass fishing, it requires like a set of golf clubs. You have to have baits for all the different lure categories out there, which means spinning rods, bait casters of different lengths and action, different pound test lines, different reels, different reel ratios out there. But forward-facing sonar fishing, you're limited to just a couple different combinations, and it's good. Same with the lure categories out there. So when you're talking about just in terms of an economic impact on the industry, this is going to start showing up if it already hasn't. You know, I'm sure sales on traditional bass fishing lures like spinner baits and stuff like that and jigs are not near what they were 10 years ago as compared to like little weenie worms and little small swim baits and all that type of stuff. But anyway, I'd be curious to hear you guys' opinion on that. Is this just another reason? Well, it is, but do you guys think this is another reason, you know, why forward-facing sonar needs some limitations on it? And all these guys that are getting ready for their Elite Series season and all the MLF guys right now that are down live scoping the bass at Toledo Bend with their 6 electronic units and 5 live scope transducers on there and their weenie worms, that's the reality. Is that the world you want to find yourself in bass fishing out there? So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Give me your opinion on that, and we'll check in later. See y'all.